Hey, what's up and how's it going, everyone? Well, I'm so glad that you have took your time to spend with me right here today on the MRB Wrestling Review Show. I'm your co-host, Mike McRock Wilson, and last night was NXT from the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. And the show kicked off last night with a tag team match. It was Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus Alexander Rusev and Sylvester LeFort. And it was the first time we got to see Sylvester LeFort compete in a match on NXT. And I thought that was really interesting because normally we see Alexander Rusev and Scott Dawson in the tag team match and not their manager, Sylvester. So I like that little mix-up that they put on the show. What happened was that we never got to see Sylvester LeFort actually wrestle, which was probably a smart thing to do because we're so used to seeing Sylvester as a manager for other superstars. So it was smart on the part of NXT for not using him to wrestle in the match. And with that being said, I like how they used Sylvester LeFort because what happened was that Alexander Rusev cleaned house on Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, and then make a complete 180 and turn out Sylvester LeFort out of nowhere. And like I said, it felt like it was a complete 180. And it seems to be that there's a new trend happening in the WWE where things happen out of nowhere. We saw it on Raw when Kane made a complete 180 and told Stephanie that this monster is yours to control. And now we saw it on NXT when Alexander Rusev turned on his manager Sylvester LeFort. And with that being said, we saw that mystery woman appear up on the ramp as Alexander was walking out of the ring after he bet Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. So the question is now, who is this mystery woman? I like how they're leaving this open again. I like how there was a question last week and now there's a question this week when why Alexander Rusev turned on his partner. And now there seems to be a new alliance happening with Alexander and this mystery woman. I like it because, let's face it, him and Sylvester LeFort is a weird, odd pairing. So I could see something that can work between this mystery woman and Alexander Rusev. Also on the show last night, we saw Aidan English defeating Jason Jordan. And it was a really short match, but I like how they really made the most out of it. We saw a little bit of athleticism from Jason Jordan with that incredible drop kick he made on Aidan English. Even though he lost, I like that, we got to see just a little bit of what Jason Jordan can do in the ring. And I like the little things that happened throughout that match. Like I said, it was only a short match, but I like how Aidan English was singing while he was applying the headlock on Jason Jordan. The little things matter when it comes to building up a character on NXT. So I like that on the part of the show last night. And with that being said, after Aidan English won the match, we saw all these roses come flying in the ring after he presented his encore. And it was, again, it's another little thing I like about this entire segment and the match as well. Because, it's something different, it's something unique when it comes to building up this character of Aidan English. And it's really fitting and it makes sense because he comes off as this Broadway musical number when he comes out and after he leaves. So it makes sense, to have this little thing happen with the roses. I think the little things like that really make the character grow. And I think that Aidan English going forth in hopes to becoming a superstar on Raw and SmackDown is really looking good for him. So I hope that they build this character slowly, bit by bit, and eventually put him in a rivalry where he can benefit from it. Also, we got to see the Divas match as well. And what I really like about the show overall last night is we got to see the tag team match, the Divas match, the match that builds up a superstar, and the rivalry match. All of those 4 elements on NXT, the way it was played out was really good. There are nitpicking things which I will get to in a bit, including the main event, which I will get to, like I said. But before I get to that, there was a Divas match, and it was Summer Rae with Sasha Banks taking on Paige in a non-title match. And I like Paige using headbutts. Even the commentators mentioned it. It's something different out of any of the divas that are on the show, which makes that diva different and unique to the Divas roster. And with that being said, Paige is an absolutely incredible wrestler in the not just the Divas division, but on NXT as well. I think that Paige is one of the top stars, along with Sami Zayn on NXT. And I think, what I really think about it, Paige is one of the superstars I look forward to watching when I turn on NXT. And what happened at the end result was that Paige got the victory, only due to Sasha's interference and the ref banter from ringside. And what I like about that match is that going into the match, certain plot points happened the way it was meant to be, and I absolutely like that about the show. The ref banning Sasha from ringside. Paige gets the victory over Summer Rae. Sasha Banks comes out again and attacks Paige, and then Emma comes in and attacks Sasha Banks. She has her in the corner, stopping the mud hole, as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. And we see Paige clapping about what Emma is doing to Sasha Banks. She likes what she's seen. And then when she went to Emma while she was attacking Sasha Banks, she turned her around, and then Emma just clotheslined her. And it happened by accident. And what I really like is that the reverse happened last week, and now the reverse happens this week. And it's all building up to this one-on-one match between Paige and Emma for the NXT Women's Championship. And I like how they're using Sasha Banks and Summer Rae as the supporting roles that are helping out this one-on-one matchup. And I don't think that including Summer and Sasha would help this one-on-one match, because they don't really feel as credible opponents for Paige. So with that being said, I think Emma is the one that looks most credible to face Paige for the Women's Championship, and I'm looking forward to this future one-on-one match and see where it goes from there. And the main event was Tyler Breeze versus CJ Parker. And like I said, the nitpicky things I really don't like. Here's the thing. What happened was that CJ Parker got the victory over Tyler Breeze. We got to see more and an aggressive side with CJ Parker, and it makes sense for him to go over Tyler Breeze because of how they're building up this rivalry, and hopefully it ends here, because it seems like the audience really doesn't know how to react well to CJ Parker's weird and odd, bizarre character, so that's why they're booing CJ Parker. And somehow Tyler Breeze manages to get the good chance from the audience. And with that being said, this rivalry hopefully does end because of the way the audience is reacting to it. And with that being said, that was my review of last night's NXT. We also saw a promo from Luke Harper, and I thought that was interesting as well, because normally we see Bray Wyatt cut the promos for the Wyatt family. So to see Luke Harper cut that promo in that video package was really cool. It was really creepy and eerie. And I'm looking forward to this one-on-one matchup with him and Cassius Ohno. I like how he said that Cassius Ohno will be his new play toy. And it really feels like that he's really going to really destroy Cassius Ohno going into this one-on-one matchup next week. Also next week, we will see Alexander Rusev take on Sylvester LeFort, and maybe there's going to be a question that will be answered next week on NXT. For the MRB Wrestling Review Show, I'm your co-host Mike McRock Wilson. And also, happy Halloween! Get plenty of rest and always do your best.